Hello, everyone. Welcome to a jam-packed episode of the 2D Sportsbar. First ever three-man episode. Return of the of my other Dylan. Dylan is back. Episode 12.
The OG
Uh,
back.
The OG Dylan, yeah. And we've got Ollie as well.
And
For
the
his-
straggle on. Still in. Can't get rid of me.
For his decisive opinions. Yeah. And viral clips. Right, boys. Well, it was a big weekend back for the Prem. And the early game was Man City Liverpool. There was a Liverpool fan. What did you think? Good result for you, do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a good result for us. It's just we kind of compared to like other City Liverpool games, this one was a bit like didn't really kind of live up to the all action sort of games from past. But I think just both teams just didn't want to lose.
4-1 was it last year?
Yeah,
See.
yeah,
So probably a bit better result on that one.
yeah, exactly.
Ollie, did you see this one on your way to Carlisle, was it?
Yeah, I did see it. I was up there. We got up there extra early. Yeah, well, I don't want to keep coming on there to talk about refereeing decisions, but Bills, I feel like you got away with one, really, mate.
We did, yeah.
It's like having Flapianski in goal for Arsenal back in the day. Oh, not strong enough, mate. You've got to be stronger than that as a keeper. I think City should have won that game. That was the wrong decision. Disallowed. Was it Diaz who scored it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Diaz taps it in.
Yeah, it was wrong decision, I believe. Keeper's got to be stronger.
What was happening at the end as well? Well, Nunes.
I don't know actually, because I thought it might have been something during the end of the game, but Nunes got subbed off, so I don't know what was going on there.
Oh, with his confrontation with Pep.
Yeah.
Commenting on his shampoo that he uses, I think. That's what got Pep's back up.
Yeah. I don't know why he's asking about shampoo. Pep.
Haaland got off the mark. Again, another mistake from Alisson. A poor kick away.
It was, but then it was just terrible defending against Ake. He just walked through us.
Just ghosted through, yeah.
Isn't he injured now for 5 weeks or something, Alisson?
I'm not sure. It didn't look good at the end of the game.
No. So I don't know what it was exactly, but I'm reading after this weekend that he might be out for up to 5 weeks, but that could be just Twitter talk. I'm just looking here, and please tell me if I'm wrong in saying this, but did Man City not even make a substitution?
No, they didn't.
I don't think so, no.
With that bench as well. Well, actually, you look at that bench, it isn't that great.
Yeah,
where it usually is.
It's not. They got two keepers on the bench, and they named one less substitute than Liverpool. But yeah, not one change.
That's crazy.
I know Grealish was ill. Maybe he would have come on for Doku. But poor Calvin Phillips can't even get any minutes there.
No.
That's bad.
Fit athletes, though, to be able to do 90 minutes against Liverpool. So
yeah.
Good result for Liverpool, I think, and it does everyone else in the league a favour. Keeps it up on,
keeps everyone close together.
Yeah, keeps it all exciting up there at the top.
Yeah, and then the next game, Burnley, 6 losses in a row. I'm looking at their form against West Ham. And West Ham turned it around last 5-6 minutes with Daro, Shea OG, and big Thomas Soucek at the back post for 2-1. David Moyes loving it.
We did say about this, Dills, didn't we, the other day, about how Burnley, it might be too late before they realise the Premier League's not going to get them anywhere, but they seem to be sticking with Company, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, they've got to stick with him, but he's got to adapt either to games or like mid-game. Because if you go 1-0 up, I didn't watch the game entirely. Obviously, just watched highlights of Match of the Day and stuff. But they still obviously had the possession. I don't know if they were still pressing, trying to get a second, or for the last 85 minutes, like for the last 5, were they just shutting up shop?
It does look like a draw would have been a fair result. Again, myself, I didn't watch the game, but just looking on stats, pretty even in possession, expected goals, total shots. It's all near on the same numbers. So it seems like it was a draw would have been a fair result, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right there. It's just that is it Kudos?
Kudos.
Yeah, kudos.
He's just the difference between them. Like got 2 assists, got them the win pretty much.
Is that your dream team having a load of green ticks there, Dills, is it?
I forgot to put him in.
I think, early episodes we had Dillsy's dream team come up. Matty Cash got you like 15 points, didn't he?
Yeah.
One week.
It was the week where Nunes came on and got 2 goals against Newcastle. And,
Oh, yeah.
And that was the same week when Matty Cash got like 15 points. Things have gone downhill since then.
Is that Aaron Ramsey? The Aaron Ramsey at Burnley?
No. I can't think of where he came from.
Villa, wasn't it?
Villa, that's it. Yeah, it was like 25.
Oh, that guy.
Summer, I think.
Gotcha.
Jacob Ramsey's brother, I think that's what it is.
Right. Where is Aaron Ramsey now? Is he at Nice or Lille?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Aaron Ramsey.
Doing bits for Sir Jim Ratcliffe, is he? No, he was at Rangers last year.
Cardiff. He went to Cardiff, didn't he?
How did he?
Went to Cardiff, his boyhood club in the summer. That's right. Yeah. Welsh, isn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next game, probably, I thought this was a surprise. Luton Town beating Palace 2-1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
a big win for Luton, isn't it?
That's a massive win for them. I think what makes it even funnier is that at least they probably scored like one of the best goals of the weekend, started shushing the crowd, and then lost the game.
You got to know when to do it, didn't you?
Yeah. It was a good goal.
Like, well, if City scored at the end, and Trent was shushing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Luckily, you hold on.
Yeah.
But now, what goal that was by Elise. Great run, great finish.
It's unbelievable, that.
Second best goal of the weekend, should we say?
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
We'll get on to that in a bit. But yeah, no, I think Luton they've started putting in some more players, like they've got in the squad for Premier League sort of experience, like Townsend's come in.
Yeah.
Barkley,
yeah. Yeah,
that's what a lot of people were saying. Ross Barkley lit it up against Palace, and everyone's like, he's the best player I've ever seen play down at Kenilworth Road, and he's like, calm down, mate. It's just Ross Barkley. No one special. But
a couple of years ago, he was the next big thing, wasn't he?
We would be coming through Chelsea. Oh no, he come through Everton, didn't he?
Everton, yeah.
Cut that bit out, wouldn't you?
Next week short. Yeah, so good win for Luton. And then this was a surprise actually, because I put Chelsea surprisingly to win this game against Newcastle, but Newcastle absolutely spanked them.
All over the place. Our predictions
they were
all over the place.
Don't listen to us, Renaka.
No. I mean, it all sort of went downhill for Chelsea, didn't it, within the space of like 12, 15 minutes.
I liked how last week we were proper praising Thiago Silva, and he makes a mistake on the third goal, didn't he?
You see that skill move where he kicked out for a corner?
I didn't.
What was the first soccer I am? Taxi for Thiago Silva. Oh dear. Yeah, really quick succession. Chelsea sort of killed the game off, didn't it? Joe Linton getting that's just after Lascelles.
Yeah.
Just...
Good free kick by Sterling to level, but yeah, Newcastle a bit too much for him in terms of intensity, I think.
Trippier's been unbelievable this season, and he was really good last season as well.
And they've got that 17-year-old in midfield, Lewis Miley.
Yeah, got the assist for the first goal.
Do you know what? Chelsea, you know that Armando Broja? I couple of years ago. I was thinking he's going to be leading the line for Chelsea here, and he's going to do something. I mean, he played against Fulham on that Monday night, start of the season. I think it was a bit of a fluky goal he scored, but I just thought, oh, here we go. Chelsea have sort of found their main number 9, should we say.
Yeah.
And they don't even start him. They play at Nicholas Jackson instead. He's a bit of a handful, that Borja, but must be some reason why he's not being played.
Yeah, he come on got the penalty, didn't he, at the end of the City game? Was that the one?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he keeps coming on and making a difference. You'd think Chelsea would start with him, you know?
Are they just not waiting for Nkunku to come back?
Yeah, true. But then what does that mean then? Borja goes down the pecking order even further. You got Nkunku, Jackson, and then Borja.
Well, everyone thought Mudryk just turned the corner and he was on the bench again. Yeah, 3 substitutions. Well, no, all 5 subs. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who did they? Who actually came on? Did Broja end up coming on at the end?
Yeah, Mudryk, Modieke, however you pronounce his name, Borja, Caicedo, and Levi Colwill. Well, Levi Colwill come on because Reece James obviously got sent off, but the other 3 were his strength. You know, it's good to see that the 2 Arsenal targets aren't really settling in at Chelsea very well. They're not like hitting the ground running, you know, with Mudryk and Caicedo. That's always good. Sort of dodged a bullet there, I think.
Yeah, it's like who's the Liverpool side? Caicedo and then
Lamina.
Lavia.
Yeah,
Lavia.
Is he at Chelsea?
Yeah, he's at Chelsea.
Is he injured?
Don't
Not even on the bench.
Oh, right.
He might be injured.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he might be injured. But yeah, good to see those 2. But 2 bullets dodged. So.
On the Newcastle bench, sorry, Loris Karius. That's the Liverpool one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So they had 2 keeping on the bench as well.
Yeah, they've got an injury crisis, don't they? Say crisis, but
yeah, if you listen to Trippier the other week.
Yeah, wet Bournemouth. Yeah.
No, yeah, I was surprised. Sort of went to pot there for Chelsea in that. Reece James captain cost his team.
I don't think Reece James has actually completed 3 games in succession in the Premier League for say like 4 years or something. He's not played 3 Premier League games in a row for like 4
Probably
years,
not.
I think.
Just keeps getting injured and sent off.
Yeah.
I thought, considering that you're the captain as well, from the first yellow card, to kick the ball away, is that
soft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Silly.
Yeah, just silly.
Very silly. Another red card as well in the other game. That was Forest and Brighton Hove Albion. 3-2 to Brighton.
Brighton celebrating like they won the World Cup.
You don't like Brighton, do you?
No, mate. Well, come on. What are they doing? What's the gaffer's name? Running up to the away end like, oh my face. Zerbi, that's it. He's like doing cartwheels, mate, from the centre circle all the way down to the touchline. What are you doing, mate? I get it. You've won a game, big 3 points, because they have been on a bit of bad form, but calm down, mate. Calm down.
It is funny to see that. It's always entertaining to watch Brighton because you're guaranteed goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both teams that are basically higher than 1.5 XG. I was going to say KD then. Playing COD too much. Yeah, you know what I mean? Couple of penalties as well. João Pedro, Morgan Gibbs-White. Do you think no pens?
It's one of those. If you're gonna give one, you're gonna have to give the other. So I don't know why it went to VAR, which is Steve Cooper saying that.
Yeah, and then Donk was sent off for dissent, apparently.
Yeah, just 2 yellow cards.
2 yellow cards after the other. So is he the captain as well?
Yeah.
Not good role models from the captains in these 2 games.
No, that's pretty poor from them, to be fair. Yeah, I just don't understand. Like, you know the rules. I guess if you do have an issue, just you got to kind of take it up after the game. Can't really say it. Can't really speak to the ref. Actually, you just get booked, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, they said this week, they've started bringing in. They're going to trial going up to the refs. Only the captain can go. I know Lewis Dunk is the captain, so I don't know what they're doing there. But
Yeah.
they're going to trial that only the captain can go up and speak to the referee. Because I just remember the day Chelsea, when they had John Terry and Branislav Ivanovic and all that, like they always used to crowd the referee, and it's sort of like intimidating, and it makes them make the decision. Do you know what I mean? It sort of makes their mind up before they've even had a chance to think about it. Like you got 7 or 8 players around you. It's silly.
Yeah, exactly. I did read today as well that apparently they're gonna trial sin bins in
I saw that.
Oh, what happened
I
to
don't
the
get it.
beautiful game, mate? What happened to the beautiful game?
You just do a 2-footed challenge. Yeah, sin bin, mate. You're off for 10 minutes.
Top.
Come back on.
It's like Masters football on Sky Sports, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
off you go, mate. Off you go.
I was thinking as well.
What
We
can I say?
keep trying to look at rugby as this perfect thing, but it's not really, is it? You look at the World Cup just gone. So many games where like the referee was hounded on decisions and stuff like that. Not on the pitch, but outside noise, where they thought the referee didn't have the best game or something like that. So even that sport's not perfect. But we keep looking at that sport of, maybe we should replicate this, but it's not perfect itself either.
It's a tough one, that being an official, because it's literally like the slightest wrong decision you make, you have just all the opposition fans and maybe some other football fans or sport fans in general just hounding you constantly. So it's like so much pressure on making the right decision.
Yeah, I just think clear and obvious isn't used in VAR. It's just every decision, every look.
Everything's being reviewed. Like you listen to their Howard Webb's mic'd up or whatever it's called, but mate, it just sounds like absolute carnage.
Yeah, it does.
Absolute carnage. And it's just like they're all shouting, going, I'm looking at this, you're looking at that, yeah, I'm looking at this, mate. Yeah, what are you doing, mate? Yeah, you're going, what was you looking at? Yeah, I'm over here, mate. Sounds like one of them auction rooms.
Down the pub after? Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, packet Chris, yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, go on, get him in. Yeah, go on. 305. Now, mate, we're reviewing the penalty. Let's have a look. I see handball about half hour ago. Should we go back to that one? No, mate. Been and gone.
Don't
say that. That was like Liverpool Spurs game, wasn't it?
He's offside. So should we go back to that one? Nah.
Can't do anything.
Cool.
Can't
do anything now. It's been 5 seconds. We can't do anything.
Can't do anything, mate. Law of the game, can't do anything. Yeah, but you got the decision completely wrong. Don't care, mate. Sorry.
Can't do anything.
It's like they didn't have Luis Diaz next goal scorer. They had someone else, and he was like, "Nah, mate, can't go back now. I've still got the bet going, mate. Just carry on, carry on."
Yeah. We've got 2 red cards in this game.
yeah, come on, mate. Quickly.
I think the
good.
fact that the officials, like, they seem to be people that haven't played football. So like some of the 50-50 challenges that get given as fouls and red cards and stuff like that, they just don't understand that. Like, what are you meant to do if the ball's there? You're like similar distance away from each other and the ball, and you run, like, someone's gonna get hit, but it seems to be like foul even if you get the ball.
Well, you listen to Mike Dean on Soccer Saturday. He just sounds like an idiot because he's like
never kicked a ball in his life.
Yeah, it's like word for word on the rule book.
Yeah.
No emotion at all in his decision making.
That's the rules. That's what we have to go by. No, mate.
That's the law.
No.
What?
Oh, when he says that, it's the law. The law of the game. The law. Yeah, just play the game, mate.
But then again, they still don't follow the law of the games. They still get it wrong.
Can't make it up, Dills. Really can't.
No, you can't. So
we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah,
we'll sit here all day. It would just be a VAR episode, wouldn't it? Just keep going on about VAR.
Bashing
Sheffield United beat Bournemouth. 3-1 Bournemouth, great result for them. Seem to have got a bit of form.
I was happy about this.
Was you?
Because I did. Well, the only thing I was happy about was Ollie McBurney scoring in the 97th minute. I had both teams to score, so
Oh, right.
Quality for my bet that was, but Arsenal let me down for that one. Thought we'd concede, but won't talk about that one yet.
I have to admit, Sheffield United in this game looked terrible. They looked so bad.
Yeah, I was surprised because I thought, they got home advantage. I thought they might nick something, but they didn't.
But look at their squad. It's not a Premier League squad. You know what I mean? We were talking about Luton earlier, about their players that come off the bench or their players that are starting to integrate into the squad.
Yeah.
Like they've got that Premier League experience. You look at that at 11. There's not really anyone there. You'd go Premier League player. He'd fit into another mid-table Premier League player. They haven't got anyone like that. Sheffield United.
Were they not there 2 years ago? Is it not?
Yeah,
is it a different team?
It's exactly the same. Well, what I'm saying is that season they come up. They yo-yo, didn't they? They came up. Oh no, they didn't. They
came fifth once, or like near there.
Fifth. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they come up there. Then but they never improved by buying Premier League experience. That was during lockdown, wasn't it? They just had this. I don't know.
They got relegated during lockdown. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. I just don't think they've got the squad depth to go far this year.
Yeah, they might struggle.
I think in the summer, didn't they sell their 2 best players and didn't replace them? So
yeah, Mons Indiang, was that his name? The midfielder went to Marseille.
Yeah, it's just like decisions like that. I get maybe you might need the money. Your club's in trouble.
Got promoted, mate. Surely the club's not in that much turmoil.
Yeah, exactly. And it's it's just even if they did get someone like a Townsend or Barkley with Premier League experience in there, just make the difference in the tight games.
Yeah, and then the late game, Ollie will be happy with this one at the G-Tech Community Stadium. Brentford 0, Arsenal 1.
Down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again.
He's only scored 2.
60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again.
I was actually glad he scored, to be fair. I was with some people before and they were absolutely hammering him at lunchtime.
Oh, really?
They were absolutely hammering Kai Havertz. I think they were Chelsea fans. And then, I was watching the game later on and he'd come on, got the winner. I was like, well, that made them eat their words a little bit.
I've got a little bit of a bone to pick with Arteta, really.
Oh.
Because this whole scenario he's had with the keepers, he's just creating way too much noise around the situation. You could see Ramsdale, he obviously had to play because David Raya was ineligible because he's on loan from Brentford. But you knew straight away that he was going to be nervous, and he's even come out and had them interviews, hasn't he, about how he likes going away from home because he likes getting involved with the crowd. But the pressure, mate, when he was trying to play out from the back, what are you doing, mate? Oh, God, luckily we've got that generational talent who cleared it off the line. But, yeah, trust me, that wasn't... I feel sorry for Ramsdale, really, because he was solid for us last year. I know he obviously let us down at the end of the season.
That's debatable.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think his head won't screw on in some of the games, but I feel like there's too much pressure, and now he's not going to play again. The way the players went up to him after the game, it felt like that might have been his last ever appearance for Arsenal. We're in talks at quite a lot of teams, not lower down the league as such, but Newcastle, maybe Wolves are inquiring about Ramsdale. I think he's better than that, but the guy needs game time,
I mean, he got a clean sheet.
Yeah, I know, but that was only because Zinchenko cleared one off the line and Declan Rice.
That's true. I don't know how Brentford didn't score when Rice cleared it off the line. So he went straight to Wiesa and he put it wide from an open goal.
Yeah.
But I saw him obviously the game, and then I saw the next day on Sky Sports, and they're like, Ramsdale fails to deliver. So we got a clean sheet. What more do you want him to do? It's such a negative headline.
It is just because of the pressure and like that situation where he couldn't play out from the back. But
yeah,
I mean, I was on the train back, so I didn't really catch the game in full. I was just seeing snippets of it every time it started to load on my phone. But yeah, it was sometimes it was a bit hard to watch. I think if you're a Brentford fan, you would have been gutted that you didn't get the point.
Yeah,
Very
it was
gutted.
harsh on Brentford. But it's what happens in football, isn't it?
It's the Premier League, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go top with that, and then.
Oh, I'm not going to mention that one.
Of course you won't.
That, but yeah, let's just keep us up there quietly.
And then the team that were formerly top a couple of weeks ago, Spurs, on the Sunday against Villa.
Just looking at the table now. Where are they? I can't see.
They're at 5th now.
Whee!
3 losses in a row.
Yeah, I know. And just getting his 3 in a row again, isn't
he? I don't think he can help it. I think it's just a Spurs thing, isn't it?
No, they've got injuries, but we all knew this. It was going to be inevitable. I mean, Unai Emery has got Villa popping at the moment. They are playing well. Ollie Watkins is on fire.
He is on fire.
He's playing very well. Very, very well.
Could have had 2. Could have had 3. One was disallowed. He's on top form. They're missing Maddison, obviously, but you could just say... No, they're missing... I think they're missing the centre-backs more. It's the first goals they conceded from corners this season.
My friend Ryan, he said that this was after they beat Sheffield United, I think. Or it might have been after the 4th game in. But he was saying... He'd had a few shandies, mind you, but he was saying Van der Ven will be in the team of the season. I said, what? He said, this geezer's mustard. He's going to be in the team of the season. I was like, all right, mate, let's see how far he gets in the season. Well, he can't even make game week 12 without getting an injury. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, they're struggling without him. It's good to see. It's very good to see.
I'm struggling without him.
Yeah. Nice, mate. Nice.
I just looked at Tottenham's back line. It's got Porro, Emerson Royale, Davis, and Udogie. It's 3 fullbacks in that.
Yeah, and then you got Dyer on the bench.
Yeah,
I swear that Udogie was playing right back against.
I think he was.
They got 4. Yeah, because he was up against Sterling, wasn't he? When he gave that leg breaker on Sterling and got away with it.
Yeah, that's right.
So they got 4 wing backs playing across the back 4.
No wonder why they conceded from a corner. So they've got this is what the formation says on BBC Sport: is Porro right back, Emerson Royale and Davis 2 centre backs, and Udogie left back.
Emerson Royale at centre half. I've got to laugh at him. Yeah, you have got to laugh.
Yeah, but Dyer's sitting on the bench. He's half decent.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Oh well. And the shock of the weekend for me, Everton against United. United winning 3-0. Can't believe it.
I think you're going under the radar as well, Dills. You can't forget, like you're picking up some wins. You might not be playing the best football, but nobody cares how you win the game. It's getting the 3 points at the end of the day.
Exactly.
And you are getting quite a few. You're getting a good run together at the moment. I mean, Garnacho, where did that come from?
Stunning goal. Imagine someone spoiled that for you.
Imagine streaming it and someone texts you saying, "What a goal!" Imagine.
Yeah. Who does that, Dills? Hey.
Wow.
Yeah. Goal like that ruined by one man. Spoiler man.
Spoiler man strikes again.
Spoiler man.
Spoils everything. He literally texts me in like 10 seconds probably of it going in, if that. And I'm like a minute behind on Sky Go.
Sorry.
Yeah, but what a goal that was.
Oh,
unbelievable.
I like Dalot's reaction. When they done the camera from behind the goal, you could see Dalot in the background giving it like he was like, "Oh my god, what a goal!" But yeah, I think I was eating my roast dinner at the time and I choked on a pea. I couldn't believe it. Great.
Thing is, yeah, you know what I don't like? Everyone's now comparing it to Rooney's. It. Just enjoy them, mate. Just why are we comparing them all?
It's like Gary Neville's reaction straight away. It was like
best one I've ever seen.
best one I've ever seen. And I was in the stadium when Rooney scored his. Like, just enjoy the moment, mate. So it gives a shit about that.
See what Sky Sport was done when they put the clip up online of the goal, and Gary Neville's commentary. They cut it out, and it was like, "I have never been to a stadium." they cut the clip. And everyone's like, Gary Neville lying again. He's been to a stadium. He's literally in the stadium as he commentated.
I think we were lucky though for 5 minutes. We were under the cosh.
I mean, if Everton took their chances, I mean,
could have been interesting. Shout out to Kobe Mainoo making his Premier League debut. What game he had?
Good game, yeah.
Probably man of the match, I think.
He looked like a natural in that midfield, to be fair.
Yeah, he looked great.
Like he'd been playing there for weeks. I did see, I can't remember who it was they went one-on-one against, but Victor Lindelof getting pushed off the ball again very easily.
Of course, it was against Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, it was Calvert-Lewin when he went flying, little shoulder barge. See ya, get on the weights, mate, get on the weights.
He never will. I've said it to you all the time, like, he'll never bulk up, because he's been there long enough to bulk up and he hasn't.
Do you think that Erik ten Hag's got, like, he's eating his own hat? He's sort of like, that hat he was wearing, can I say? What the hell? Well,
Wait,
what was he wearing? Sorry, cut that, but my tongue was.
What?
What is happening?
I don't know what he's saying.
Right, start again. Do you think Erik ten Hag is kind of eating his own hat by stripping Maguire of the captaincy, Man United having an absolute shocker of a start to the season, and then boom, he puts Harry Maguire back in there, and you're now picking up results? Because I think he's been your best player recently.
I think that as well.
I think so. I wouldn't say he's our best player, but he's been playing great.
Been your best defensive player.
Yeah,
as soon as Martinez will come back, he'll drop him and he'll slip Martinez back in there. But he doesn't deserve to be dropped.
Well, maybe he won't. You don't know that.
I don't know.
I think it's great in a way. Great management. He took the pressure off him as the captaincy. He's tried the players in there. They've struggled. He's come in, done well.
No, he's not. He's only come in because they're injured. He would never have played him otherwise.
Well, that's fine. He took his chance though. That's football.
Yeah, quite well. Yeah, be interesting to see if you get a result tonight in Turkey.
Yeah,
that's
that'll be interesting.
Wasn't he? Everton, so.
Yeah, he's got a World Cup win on the bench. He's playing against. But you could say that about Lindelof.
I mean, he should be dropped as soon as you get a fit centre back, because he's just pretty much like what Ollie was saying earlier. He's just not strong enough to play as a centre back, but he's not fast enough to play as a full back.
He's not, but he's good at distribution. That's why he's in there.
Ah, right. All about the ball playing centre backs, isn't
he? He pinged it for the goal for Garnacho's one. He pinged it across the field. Yeah.
I think you were lucky, because I believe.
Lucky 3-0.
Oh, hang on. If Everton had taken their chances on Sunday, then we could have had an absolute Premier League classic. I mean, I'm not one to go by these stats of XG and all this, yeah, but Everton had 2.47 XG, United 2.22, Everton 24 shots.
Yeah,
to United's 9. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But 6 on target.
Yeah, it could have been a classic. I mean, they had a lot of opportunities, even at 1-0. I think they had a couple of chances, and they split you open. I think you're saying about that 10-minute spell, but yeah, United sleeping at the moment, going quiet under the radar.
It'll be interesting the weekend when we've got Newcastle away. That's a test.
Yeah, that'd be a good
I'd
game.
say that is. Yeah.
But yeah,
considering how the table's looking now, I wouldn't say a must win, but a win would do either team the world of good. Be right back in there.
And then a Monday night game, last one. Wolverhampton gets shafted again. Fulham v Wolves 3-2. Hey, Gary O'Neill, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah,
I'm not even a Wolves fan.
as well. Yeah,
Me too.
he's wording his words correctly if you want to go down that route. But I think everyone knows, like, I feel sorry for him, like you say, because it's his reputation at the end of the day. He's got to try and make a living. And if he leaves Wolverhampton one day, he wants to show his CV, and everyone's going to look at it and go, "Really, look at the start you had to that Premier League season, though, mate." And he's like, "Yeah, but the refereeing decision, yeah, but that's no excuse." Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it is bad. How can you go and headbutt someone as well in the game?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And
Just
get
because he
away
didn't
with
go
it?
down, there's no red
Oh,
card.
mate.
So
This is what the whole thing about, like, tackles. If you go like that Sterling one for a Doji, if he'd started running around on the floor, he would have probably got sent off a Doji. But he didn't. He stayed on his feet. He's honest. He
yeah.
stayed on his feet, being honest. And the VR's gone, "Well, you can't have hurt." So I ain't going to send him off.
He hasn't done a minimum of 5 rolls, so we can't send him off. You know.
Yeah. Pathetic.
He hasn't spent 2 minutes on the ground crying, so we can't send him off.
Yeah, another VAR howler. But,
If you get 5 minutes today, go on Twitter and have a look at Willian's penalty again. The 94th minute winner one. Just take a look at them limbs, mate, in the Fulham crowd. Quah. Hope there weren't too many broken bones, mate. Jesus. They went mental.
They did.
They did.
Both of Fulham's penalties were just so soft. I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you're giving those as penalties, you need to give every single little physical contact penalty in the box. I think the first one, he won the ball and then he got given us a penalty.
Yeah, he clipped the ball and then clipped his foot.
Oh, it's just terrible. And then the other one was like, he was trying to move his foot out the way and he just still falls over, and that's a penalty. So I just don't understand. Like, apparently they want the Premier League to be more physical, but then giving penalties and fouls like that.
The word we use every week is inconsistency.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just what it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yep, and then I thought spice it up a bit this week with a prediction or like a player you've picked. Most underrated player you feel in the Premier League history. Go on, Dills, far away. Who did you have?
Oh, I didn't know it was for the Prem history. I thought it was for like this season.
Okay, who have you gone with?
I went for Pedro Neto. You know I'm gonna go.
Pedro Neto.
Yeah. I think he's been like underrated this season because that run against City, when he got the assist, then when he was playing against us, he was just, I know it's Trent, not the best at defending, but he's just running the show down the wing. And then he's got 7 assists and he's been injured for like 3 weeks and he's still top of the assists.
Yeah, he did have some good performances.
But
So
yeah,
I'll give you that one.
I don't really know who else to pick from this season, but
Any you got for in general come to mind? Any Liverpool ones?
Any Liverpool ones? Probably Sammy Hippier, actually.
I knew he was going to say Sammy Hippier. I knew it.
Was that yours, was it?
I mumbled out under his... No, that's not mine. I knew that I was mumbling that under my breath. I was going, Sammy Hippier. He's going to say Sammy Hippier. Here he goes. Boom, Sammy Hippier. Knew it.
Sammy Hippier. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a great defender for us.
Go on then, Ollie. What's yours? Because you were saying to me that you're worried that it's going to be one that I pick.
Well, 2 now, okay?
You got 2, right?
Well, my first one, the one I was going to go with, this one I thought you was going to pick, okay? If ever you or someone's do a Premier League all-time 11, yeah, they never put this man in, even though he is Manchester United's goal scorer of all time. Manchester United, the big Man United, top goal scorer all time, Wayne Rooney. I think he is underrated. Might be a bit controversial, but people don't rate him as highly as he should be. 253 goals for Man United, the only player to have scored over 250 goals for United. That is, I think he's underrated, mate, by a lot of people.
Yeah, I believe you. No, I actually think he is nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't think
Don't
he's
talk of
given the
Rooney,
respect. Yeah.
because he dropped deep like in his latter years. He weren't scoring as many goals, but mate, as a youngster, he was unbelievable. But people, like I say, if someone said to you, name Man United's all-time record goal scorer, they probably wouldn't say Rooney because they wouldn't believe it. But it is. And, oh yeah, that's for me, Wayne Rooney. And the other one,
Go on, Dills.
I was going to say just the skinhead Rooney was just different player, wasn't he?
boxing celebration.
For me, as a United fan, 100%, definitely, yeah. I think I didn't really realise how good or how much of an impact Wayne Rooney had, probably till he left. But obviously, when he is at the time, the only thing that sort of is a dark cloud for me over Rooney is when he wanted to leave in 2011, and like he was I think he'd done a letter or something saying his desire to leave, but he didn't leave. But yeah, maybe it was after a pay rise.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
But no doubt, yeah, what a player. Probably the best teenager Premier League's ever seen. Well, he is, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
It's like, Bellingham. Yeah, but how old is he now? Is he 2019?
I think he's 20 now.
Rooney they scored only a Premier League at 16. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And your other one, Ollie, is this an Arsenal player?
No, I couldn't bring myself to bring an Arsenal player up. But Mr. Consistent himself, 653 appearances in the Premier League, Gareth Barry. Nobody talks to Gareth Barry. He obviously won the Premier League title with Man City, but to be playing that long in midfield consistently in the Prem, well, like I say, he might not have the stats like the goals and the assists, but just the longevity of his career, I think Gareth Barry's underrated.
Similar to James Milner as well, isn't he?
Yeah, good player on his day. Very good player on his day. And I think he had very little England call-ups as well, which is quite bad, to be fair.
Yeah, he didn't have too many. I think he did play in one tournament, though, did he? Maybe like one of the ones that Hodgson had or something. One of those horrible ones.
Yeah.
Okay, well, those players are actually... Yeah. Mine was... so I got a couple. Actually, I got three. I don't have to say them all. So firstly, when it came to mind, the one I thought you might pick was Michael Carrick for United.
No.
Where it's probably not, nowhere near the talent of Rooney, but he quietly done his job in that midfield. Kept the ball, done what we needed, and look at the titles and things that he won at United at his time. Didn't really get his chance at England. And then probably in the early Premier League, I had Paul Ince, who's not really talked about that much as English, top midfielders.
Yeah.
But he was a great player in the early 90s. Obviously, didn't really watch him as much because, our age, but yeah. He liked to tackle. Great going forward, box-to-box midfield player.
He was on Talk Sport in the week.
Yeah, definitely. I was listening to that.
Very highly spoken about at his time because obviously he moved to Liverpool as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
So he's not just a Man United legend. Nice picks.
And then the last one, probably not as good as players as the ones we mentioned. Mark Viduka.
Mark
Viduka.
Won us the league in 2003 after scoring against the Arsenal. I think he scored 98 or 99 Premier League goals, so he's just short of the 100 club.
That's so annoying, isn't it? You think he'd just come back on loan for someone and just try and bang in a little penalty or something. Even at the age of 40 or whatever he is now. Just come back and say, I was in Premier League 100 club, mate. When did you score your 100th? About 10 years after I retired to come back.
Let me double check, mate. Did he get in the 100 club?
I've got one that we haven't mentioned.
Cool, mate.
Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah. Tottenham though, isn't he?
Yeah, 92 goals he scored in the Premier League.
Cut that bit about him coming back on loan then.
Yeah, great player. Good picks, boys. Did you want to go over the predictions for this weekend?
Should we just do a home draw away sort of prediction?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, no early game this week. Is that right?
Fixtures are.
No early game this week.
You got Arsenal Wolves then.
Home win for me.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Brentford Luton.
Home again.
Home.
Same. Burnley Sheffield United. Ooh.
I believe. Home win. Do it.
I'll go for a draw.
Burnley, yeah. I'll go Burnley. Yeah, that'll be their first home win of the season, right?
In December.
Forest v Everton. Huge game for Everton.
I think after the game that they gave you guys, I do think Everton will probably win. Talk of Steve Cooper maybe getting the old tic tac as well.
I don't get that.
Talks of him going to Palace.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
See what happens, but yeah, I'll go with that. That's 5:30, like you say. I'll go with an Everton win there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Everton as well.
Go for a draw. Newcastle United, Man United.
8 o'clock kickoff I'm reading.
8 o'clock, yeah.
8 o'clock.
Don't really get where they got that one from.
Yeah, that's so random.
On a Saturday. Bloody hell. United win. Manchester United, that is.
Oh.
Go Newcastle.
Man United.
Okay.
I think we will win, but I can't go against them. Then Sunday we got Bournemouth Villa. Villa for me.
Yeah, Villa again.
Yeah, Villa. Yeah.
Chelsea Brighton.
Draw.
Go Brighton win.
I don't know that one. Chelsea at home as well. Draw. Liverpool Fulham.
Oh, Liverpool. Yeah.
Straight away. Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
West Ham Palace.
West Ham. That'll be Roy Hodgson's last game for Palace.
I'll go for a draw on that one.
Do you think? You think he's going to get the sack?
Yeah. I reckon that'll happen before we think. I think Steve Cooper will be the next Palace manager.
I like Steve Cooper, to be fair. I think he's a good manager.
I'll go West Ham as well. And then City Spurs 4:30 on a Sunday.
Go on, City.
I want it to be. I'm going to draw. I'm going to say draw.
That'll be a City win.
Purely out of hope.
City win all day.
Yeah, I can't really see it, but I'll stick with draw though.
City win. And there's midweek fixtures, but I'll leave those.
Is that part of?
Can't be a double game week on.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, it might be on FPL.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might be on it.
Look at your teams.
I know we've got Luton. We're away at Luton. Know that. Hopefully we can pick up 3 points.
And lastly, we'll talk about a different sport as Dillsy's back. He likes his cricket. Dillsy, give me a rundown of the Cricket World Cup. What went wrong for England?
Oh, batting. To be honest, it was just I don't know what. I personally think like with England that because they were quite dominant in the previous World Cup and they were playing quite well, that they just went in thinking, oh, they're going to win the game. Like someone will, if I don't get the runs, someone else will do the job. Like no one really took responsibility of like, I'll be the one to get the runs, I'll be the one to get the wickets, sort of thing. It was just kind of like, yeah, we'll go through the motions, we'll win the game, which didn't happen. And it doesn't help that Butler, who's like a key member of our team, just didn't score at all. Like, I think he got 138 runs in 9 matches.
That's not good enough. That's surprising as well for Butler.
Yeah, exactly. It's just it was awful. I'll go through some other stats from the World Cup if you want.
Yeah, go on, mate.
So it was 2 days into the tournament, Aidan Markram smashed the fastest World Cup century of 49 balls, and then I think 18 days after that, Glenn Maxwell beat that record by scoring it off 40 balls.
Wow.
Is that when he was injured as well?
Nah, he wasn't injured that game.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. But to be fair, Markram said he wouldn't be surprised if his record was beaten by the end of the tournament, and then Maxwell did it later in the tournament.
40 balls. That's ridiculous.
40 ball 100, insane. I think Pakistan got the World Cup highest run chase. They chased down 345. What's the other one?
Who's that against?
That was against Sri Lanka. So they batted first. They got 345, and then Pakistan chased it down. And in that game, Rizwan was batting, and he just kept going down with cramp, and he was hobbling between the wickets. So there was what was it? The Australia Newcastle, Australia New Zealand.
What Newcastle doing in the World Cup?
Still thinking about football. Australia New Zealand had the highest scoring game of the World Cup with a total runs of 771.
Bloody hell.
That's nuts. Glenn Maxwell again, I don't know if this is a record or not, but when he got 201 and they beat Afghanistan, so I think they were 97 for 7 chasing 292. Then Maxwell got 201 runs, win the game, and he hit 6 off the last ball to get his 200 and win the game. That's crazy. Then in the final, Travis Head scored 137 to win the World Cup for Australia.
Do you think they deserve to win the World Cup, Bills?
I think who deserved to win?
Australia. Do you reckon they deserved to win the World Cup? Or?
Yeah, they did. They were up there with I think top 3 best teams in there. So it was India, Australia, South Africa were all really good. South Africa a bit unlucky that they normally bottle it in World Cups. I think India deserved to lose. They didn't play the best, and also in the semi-final against the ICC, which is like International Cricket Board's wishes, they changed the track against New Zealand.
Right.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so I personally think they deserve to lose that just trying to cheat to win.
Well, interestingly enough, obviously they do a team of the tournament at the end of any sporting tournament. The cricket one made up of 12 players, only 2 Australians represented, but there was 6 Indians.
Yeah, to be
There was
fair,
the Australian ones. Maxwell Head.
Must be, yeah.
What was his name?
The Indians, I'm guessing, were Kohli, Shami. Then I don't know.
No, I'll tell you.
No, I wanted
Glenn
South Africa.
Maxwell and is it Gerald Coe?
Kurtzia, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know how to say his name either.
Gerald Coetzee.
They were the better team on the day, and they did what they needed to do to win the game.
Yeah.
But India's only game they lost was the game that they needed to win, which is the final, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess that's probably why there's loads of Indian players in that team.
Unrelated to the World Cup, do you think the structure needs to change? Because I thought it just went on too long.
Yeah, I think it's changing next World Cup, but I don't know what they're changing it to. But I think there needs to be more teams in the World Cup. I don't like the structure they did that everyone plays everyone, and they do that top
No.
4 go through. But I do think there needs to be more teams in the World Cup, just so we can see like some of the potential like underdog stories and upsets and stuff like that. And then it gives more exposure to other countries to play cricket, so it gets like yeah.
Because I think like they don't have many knockout stages. Where in football you got round of 16, quarter-final, semi-final, final. It's just semis and final. So it's not that like Jeopardy sort of games where it's like either way, if you lose this, you're out.
Yeah, that those sort of games only happen towards the end of the table sort of thing. So if it's like, oh, you need to, it'd be a must-win game in the sort of second half of the tournament if they're on that league format that they're doing. But yeah, I think they need more teams in it, and it needs to be structured in a knockout sort of way. I do agree with that. But I think it's just getting other countries to play cricket and to get teams to a level where they can compete with the bigger teams.
Cool. Well, we'll leave it there, lads. Cheers for coming on.
That's one, lads.
No
Speak soon.
Speak to you all later.
Yeah,
See you next week.